Welcome back to the Silver Fern Farms Event Centre in Aroha. We're at the North Island A Schools basketball tournament, and we're now going to see one of our more promising games on the schedule today. It's the once high-flying Opunake High School boys side up against the team that so far is unbeaten, Tiatia College. And you've got to give credit to Tiatia College and the Tiatia Basketball Association for getting this whole thing going, because that is what we have got for you now. We've already seen Manukura versus Waihi. Good win for Manukura. Whangamata Area School went down to Tararua College. That was girls basketball. I've mentioned the game we're about to see. And then later on, again, back to the girls action. Tararua College up against Mercury Bay Area School. So Jenny Woods here in commentary along with Hugh Bainan. And Hugh, it's been fun, hasn't it? There's been some great sport.
It has. It's been great to see the future of New Zealand basketball running around on the hardwood down here in beautiful Te Aroha, and it sampled some of the local delights during the break we had. Got myself another LNP from nearby Pairoa as well, and checked out a couple of cafes down the main street here in Te Aroha. It's been wonderful, and the basketball has been the headline of it all, and the town is abuzz with basketball chat as well, which is great as well, having all these schools here staying in the local area.
And it's particularly good, isn't it? Because, I mean, you know, for all money, this was gone because of COVID. But in 3 weeks, they've put this competition together.
They have. And here are the so far unbeaten Tiatia College team. Starting for them in this one, Ethan Bunning, Harlan Roden, Josh Conroy, Junior DeYoung, Manaki Komoana. Strong team there for coach Alex Stojkovic.
And aren't they fortunate to have somebody of his ilk?
They absolutely are. He's sending off his final instructions as they get ready to take on the blue and gold of Opunake High School. Starting for them, Ben Sinclair, Cameron Quinnell, Glenn Abad, Pedro Brophy and Scott Quinnell, and coach Aaron Langton.
And I love that symbol, the mountain, the Mount Taranaki, the lighthouse, of course, from Cape Egmont. Very representative of where these boys are from. Used to be very strong in A school basketball. Opunake won the Nationals last year. They're now in a rebuilding phase. In actual fact, apparently they've got 3 year 10s. So those are probably, 14-year-olds? A couple of year 11s. So very much on the comeback trail, I guess.
Well, youngsters everywhere. You see number 5 for Tiatia College on the right of your screen. That's Harlan Roden, selected in the 2020 New Zealand under-15 boys team. So just a youngster himself out there starting for his school today, which is great. And it's him who'll bring the ball up and get us underway. Good speed on him already. Straight into the action at Tiatia.
Well, that's a cracking start. Referees, Darby Green, Christian Porgai.
This man as well, number 14 for Tiatia Junior DeYoung, as he gets the first assist of the game, finding Josh Conroy for an easy layup.
Big cross-court pass.
We're off to a fast start, as we have been in most of these games so far, Jenny.
You say fast? I would have said frantic, but yes.
It seems pretty controlled so far. It's Josh Conroy wide open for a 3. Pump fakes instead. And a nice little left-hand finger roll off the glass. Ben Sinclair steps into his work, but he can't get that one to go. And Manaki Komoana brings it up. He's in the tournament team last year in the secondary school national championships. He's lost the ball there. Turnovers plenty early on in this one.
Yeah, I think Scott Quinnell a little bit too concerned about trying to get through rather than holding on to possession, and that's a great shot.
Manaki Komoana from the corner for 3. Manaki just reset. Here is Scott Quinnell, spinning into the lane, bullocking his way through like his rugby namesake used to do. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Famous name in the world of Northern Hemisphere rugby, Scott Quinnell.
What was he, number 8?
Number 8, former captain of Wales and the British and Irish Lions. son of the very famous Derek Quinnell, and Craig Quinnell, Scott's brother, also played.
Actually, it's probably Derek Quinnell that I'm remembering. I'm so old. So not deemed to have had that foul before the shots, or was before the shots.
Josh Conroy skipping in and finding Roden. Too much on that one. But an offensive board and the putback bucket for Ethan Bunning, one of the more athletic players that this invitational tournament. Legs the size of my torso, Ethan Bunning.
Well, Tiatia showing why they're unbeaten.
In the warm-ups, Ethan Bunning with the windmill dunks, 360 dunks, impressive to watch. Very athletic young man, number 15 for Tiatia. Quinnell dips his head, drives down the lane. He's fouled. He'll go to the line for 2.
This time he does get the shots.
You mentioned Alex Stojkovic, head coach of Tiatia, a German who moved here when he was 17 years old and bouncing around New Zealand schools, coaching basketball, and has found a home here the last 3 years. Helped transform the association and the school, producing players to New Zealand sides now and getting young men and women scholarship opportunities.
Oh, Snazzy behind the back pass.
Junior DeYoung, who impressed yesterday, he drops the three-pointer. Member of the under-17 New Zealand team.
Yeah, plenty of talk in this Tiatia side.
Rebound for DeYoung this time. Looks up and sees Conroy. It's an athletic finish there from Josh Conroy, and he'll go to the line for one more. We'll see a timeout shortly from Opunake.
He's just to the right of your screen. Coach Aaron Langton is up with his clipboard, ready to talk tactics with his Opunake side.
There is the timeout call.
I bumped into him. Sorry, Hugh. Bumped into him coming in for this game. He said, yeah, I think we're up against it in this game, but he had no illusions really about how tough it was going to be.
It's certainly been a fast start for the hosts and the unbeaten team at that, Tiatia College. So they'll just want to calm things down with Opunake. And there you can see Alex Stojkovic talking to his Tiatia team.
It's incredible really, isn't it, when you think they've put up 15 points and we're not quite down 3 minutes. That's fast scoring.
It certainly is. If you're Opunake, you might want to slow things down on the offensive side.
But I guess
a bit more measured with your approach.
The situation they're in, I guess, is so typical of school sport, isn't it? Because you bring a team, you develop your team through, and if you can't have, you know, the numbers that you can sort of stagger the makeup of the team, so you don't lose everyone at once, you have these situations where your team leaves and you have to start rebuilding again.
It's a tough balancing act, isn't it? Because if you do put all your baskets in, all your eggs in the 7th form basket, then fifth and sixth formers perhaps don't develop as much with less minutes, so it's a really tough balancing act for coaches out there. Let's see if Opunake can work their way back into contention in this first quarter. An auspicious start with a turnover. Australia the timeout.
I think that's just a sign, isn't it, of the pressure Opunake's under, the pressure Tiatia is applying.
There's Roden. Finds DeYoung. Oh, big rebound. And there's Bunning, showing the athleticism with that long arm over the top. Can't get the spinning jumper to go, though. Quinnell brings it up for Opunake. Drives into a forest of Tiatia players. And that's a strong, determined drive there from
Pira Brophy.
Brophy.
Do you think he's been watching his namesake?
I do wonder if that's where the name has come from. But Cameron, current Tall Blacks coach, will be being sent all these game tapes over to his base in Australia. second from the line. Harlan Roden will bring the ball up. The youngster with New Zealand honours to his name.
Oh, gosh, it just opened up, didn't it? Incredible.
Jackson Thornton turning the corner and finishing nicely with his left. Extending that lead, 17-2. Dominant start from the hosts. Now looking for some help, he finds it through Brophy. Again, tucks the ball under his arm and drives aggressively. Can't get it to drop though. It's the full quarter. Oh, well read and well intercepted by Quinnell.
Here's his brother, Cameron Quinnell.
Oh, nice move. And nice finish too.
Gosh, you mentioned those tapes being sent to Pero Cameron. I suppose that's the thing. It's one of the realities now of sort of school sport, isn't it? That they're being watched. They're being watched by all sorts of people.
Josh DeYoung for three. Sorry, Junior DeYoung for three. He continues his scoring prowess, especially, Jenny, as we mentioned earlier in the day with these A schools and how often they play multiple sports. Sometimes it can be a case of you see the potential, get them in the system. Midway point of the first quarter. It's been a fast start for Tiatia. Ben Sinclair fouls his fellow number 12. And see, checking into the game there, Jenny. Another famous name in New Zealand basketball, Jackson Henare, son of legendary Tall Black Centurion and coach Paulie Henare, who is watching on the live stream from the team bus in Japan, where he's now applying his coaching trade. So shout out to Paulie.
Oh, he'd be a proud dad.
It's great to see the next generation, the offspring of some of our greats, continue the tradition. DeYoung makes his first from the line. He impressed last night against Manukura boys.
Well, he did well to keep it in, Quinnell, but it went straight to Tiatia.
There's DeYoung working hard on the offensive boards. And he's fouled, or 3-second violation is the call, so it will be Opunake possession.
Wow, what can Opunake conjure up? 4.5 minutes remaining in this first quarter, 21-7. They trail.
Quinnell for three, and down it goes. Into double digits, 21-10.
And a lot of the play seems to go through Scott Quinnell.
It's Junior DeYoung curling into a three-pointer, can't get it to go. It's Quinnell who brings it up again for Opunake. Henare to his left, and that's who he finds. It's Cameron Quinnell for three. He can't get his long ball to go. Manaki Kumawana runs downhill, runs himself into a bit of trouble, commits a turnover. Caleb Feek, whose three-pointer just a little short. Good work there from Scott Quinnell. Lays himself out with Jackson Thornton, but Tiatia College come away with it. And there's Aaron Bunning fouled heavily on his way to the hoop. Oh, travel call first.
Progress, yeah.
Travel call before the foul.
So, Opunake ball.
Three ball goes up. It's Kumawana surveying his options and driving. They'll retain possession will Tiatia with 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Young for three. Can't get it to go. Rebound, Henare. There's Liam Kidd into the game. Finds Henare. Long three. Can't get it to drop. And away come Tiatia through young Harlan. Roden. Round the back move.
Individual brilliance.
Komorata showing off the handles and the athleticism. Now with a contested three. Doesn't go. Rebound Roden. He's got a man to his right. Good defense from Henare. It's not the first time that's been said. He's in the basketball. And there's Opunake the other way, just can't get it to drop. Getting unlucky with that. Getting some good looks at Opunake. Young driving. No whistle. And there's the three ball, too strong. Opunake come away with it. They've done well to slow down Tiatia's scoring. It's now just a case of getting some of their own.
Yeah, one step too many.
Travel called there from young Jari Summerfield.
And you can't see them, of course, from this angle of the camera, but healthy crowd in to this event centre here in Tiatia. Of course, it's the home side. They've all come to see the home boys. And there are some of them. So good support, as you were saying earlier before, Hugh, around town for this tournament. Two more for Tiatia.
Junior DeYoung having his way at the moment offensively. Liam Kidd, three doesn't drop. DeYoung will bring it up. Drives aggressively on, good block. Foul's called. I'm not sure who that's on. A little bit unlucky, foul called on Liam Kidd. It looked like a clean block from here.
Coach Aaron Langton would agree with you. Arms raised in the air, head shaking.
One of the things we've seen in Tiatia, Jenny, with the likes of Junior DeYoung making the under-17 team, New Zealand team, Harlan Roden the under-15 team, it dispels that myth that you have to be at a AA school or a big school in one of the big centres to make it to higher honours.
Yeah, and
that's to see some youngsters from Tiatia wearing the black singlet.
Here's Chris John Abad, one of the Year 10 players.
Come away with another rebound. That one, Thomas Pearson, immediately finds Junior DeYoung. "20 seconds to go in the first quarter. Shot goes up from DeYoung. Can't get it to go. So Opunake will hold for the last shot of the first quarter. Jackson Henare for three. Off the back iron, but they get the rebound to Opunake. Henare will have another shot after the buzzer, though.
Wow, that was a fast and furious first quarter. It was all Tiatia College, 28-10 over Opunake. Well, both sides going through their team talks ahead of the second quarter, 28-10. Tiatia College, as expected, proving to be a real handful for Opunake. Showing some skills, man. Some of these players very, very confident and competent.
I'm not sure that's an intentional joke on the back of Coach Aaron Langton's polo there, back up. I hope it is, because it's a ripper if it is. Now, Jenny, remind us of the equation, because this isn't a tournament, even though an invitational one.
Yes, well, essentially, Tiatia unbeaten, so they are looking pretty good to make tomorrow's final. Opunake probably not in the picture for that final. There's Manukura, and, of course, the other side, which escapes me for the moment. It is Tiatia, who are playing on the other court at the moment. In the background, you can see them, yeah. So, yes, close contests.
Well, 28-10, there's absolutely no shame in that, given there was a 14-1 start. They've done well to sort of back into contention. Opunake, and that lane opened up there for Christian Abad, who just couldn't get it to go, but had no fear, because his brother Glenn Abad was there to put it in. Roden showing his turn of speed. Good hand there from Glenn Abad.
Quinnell on the drive. Oh, great defence.
He's running, showing strength, showing his awareness on the defensive end. Good hand. Scott Quinnell this time, is it? It was.
Indeed. Very deft. Gee, they've come out fired up, Opunake.
Read by Bunning.
Yeah, Quinnell just had his timing wrong, didn't he?
Roden showing the handle, showing the skill, showing the finish as well. The New Zealand under-15 player. Quinnell running into a brick wall that is Ethan Bunning, who snaffles a rebound as well. Away comes Tiatia the other way through Roden. Harassed by Christian Abad. Stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, I think they lost track of exactly where they were.
The Abad brothers, just another example of the strong connection these days between Filipino basketball and basketball here in Aotearoa.
Yeah, they're a great story. Parents are here, like so many Filipinos in this country, as dairy workers. Of course, big dairying region, Taranaki.
From Ethan Bunning. Shaping up to be a good fun battle of the big man there between Cameron Quinnell and Ethan Bunning. A strong Filipino presence in the NBL Showdown this year with the likes of Kenneth Tuffin, member of the Filipino National Wider Training Squad, playing for Taranaki. Nice inbounds play there, and again, Bunning with a block. This one deemed a foul. So Cameron Quinnell will go to the line to shoot two. Of course, former Tall Blacks coach, Tab Baldwin coaches in the Filipino League. Former Tall Black legend, Mark Dickel, is the Filipino national coach at the moment, so there's strong links between the two. Free throws. There's the impressive Junior Young, makes his way back into the game for Tiatia. Full court pressure for Opunake, and it pays off immediately.
Yeah, good reward for Opunake. They've looked better in the opening of this second quarter. Or perhaps had just a little bit more success, the Abad brothers.
Big screen from Cameron Quinnell. Not a man you want to run into. Nice finish.
Oh, that's brilliant.
That's
Great reward.
Finger roll. Trying to skip through and find some space. He gets it back, shoots a contested three over Glenabad. Rebound, Bunning, up he goes. A little right-handed spinning jumper. And the Opunake ball.
So taking their time this time, Opunake.
Swap them out. The two big men fight for position down low. Shot's got to go up, and it does. He's got them out.
Oh,
Man, somehow keeps it in and somehow finds his
that's
teammate.
brilliant. The little fist pump from a bad.
Something out of nothing for Opunake.
Well, they're giving Tiatia something to think about, aren't they, Opunake?
No stops at the defensive end. 13-point game. Soon become single digit, and that's exactly what they needed. Oh, well read from young Harlan. Rodin, and away he goes. The big finish high off the glass. And they might have come down a bit painful.
Oh, he's down. Oh, that looked awkward.
Let's time it off. Time is off. Mad landed just on the foot of Callum Cornell. He's there making sure his opponent is okay, which is good to see. He's walking better now. He's going to stay in the game. So,
Just like that. He's good. Good to go.
not sure his coach agrees. I think his coach wants him to come off. And there are 6 players on the court, so he's going to have to come off, I think.
Yeah, I'm sure his coach will just want to check him out and just find out exactly what it is that went on. Almost always, doesn't he?
Runs into the young man.
Yeah. Shapes as if he's going to shoot, but then loses the ball that time and on. What a steal. A bad. Can he save it? No, too much at the other end.
Not good enterprise and endeavour on the defensive end from Opunake this quarter. Next step is to transfer it into points. Gets it back. Good ball movement from Tiatia. Rebound Hanare. Athletic one at that.
Great rebound from Hanare.
Finds big Callum Cornell, who meanders into a three-pointer and he drains it as well. They made that look easy. Did big Cameron Cornell. The other end doesn't go. Cornell's there to get the rebound.
Oh, I tell you what, so was Christian Abad, the shortest guy on the court. He left it to the bigger fellow.
Good stint from Cameron Cornell, who takes the seat.
Well, 32-20. Gee, Opunake going well at this point of the second quarter. Certainly eaten into this lead that Tiatia had.
A bit more defensive intensity, I think we've seen. Not being too bedazzled by the sharp handles of the likes of DeYoung. Here is Junior DeYoung. Very impressive. Strong finish as well. Through 2 defenders. Pretty basketball. His options. Ends up in the hands of Scott Cornell. That's Caleb Feek. He has to shoot and does. Off the backboard, doesn't go, but an offensive rebound. Swing it wide. Quinnell, the three-pointer
Oh!
off the backboard. Did he call back? It doesn't matter, it went down.
Oh, he allows himself a little smile to Scott Quinnell. 34-23. Now just 11 points in it.
Started so strong, as did this man, Junior the Young, who's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. It's Harlan Rodent, and they come back into the game. Ankle clearly not bothering him too much. Ethan Bunning takes a seat. And Opunake have just done well to quiet down those names that we mentioned a lot early from Tiatia. We just find ourselves not mentioning them as much anymore. The likes of Ethan Bunning. I think we can attribute a lot of work there to Cameron Quinnell. Here's one man I think most would struggle to stop. Junior the Young only makes his second.
John a bad. Scott Quinnell across to Caleb Feig.
Tested 3 can't go. And away they come. Tiatia College, the hosts. Opunake Moana, he finds Josh Conroy, gets it back. So Conway, I should say. Conroy. And there's Manaki. Moana with the finish. Timeout called by Opunake High School. For all their hard work and endeavour, they still find themselves 15 points down.
Yes, and that margin is blown out again. They got it down, not quite to single figures, but it was going in the right direction for a little while. And I wonder just if Tiatia has tightened up, realised that they were, getting beaten in a few things, getting stopped a few times.
We've got back-to-back timeouts on both the courts, and it's quite a cool view from down here.
You're quite right. That is Manukura in the background there behind Tiatia.
See former Tall Black Miles Pearce barking the instructions to his troops. Are we happy with the work so far, Tiatia College?
It's be interesting to know which way that game's over there. I can see the scoreboard, 26-16, but hard to know whether it's Taitia Wharikura or Manukura in front.
It's a case of little things for Opunake here so far. Certainly can't be negative about how they're approaching this game and how they're playing. It's just the odd contested shot, maybe not at the smartest time. When they do move the ball, they move it nicely. Now they've got to contend with some full court press. And they do that with aplomb. The young Christian Abad finds Jackson Henade in the corner. It's deemed to be out of bounds. It will be Tiatia ball. They wanted a foul, did Opunake. Roden showing his acceleration. Jesus, fast out there. There's Jackson Thornton, his first bucket of the game.
And again they press. Still Opunake, not too troubled.
Henade for 3, down it goes, right in front of us. That was pretty to watch.
Goes again, DeYoung. Offloads this time to Roden.
Tried to find this, and again just tipped out of bounds, it looks like. It will be Opunake ball, just going to keep the full court press in there. Tiatia. 44-29. Press works. Foul called though. Josh Conroy. Into the game comes Chardon Roden for the first time. So both Rodens out there. Two brothers. Now putting it on the floor. Rebound from the young.
There's quite a few brothers pairings, sisters pairings. We've even got cousins in the girls' side of the draw.
Thornton looking for back-to-back trays. Can't get it to go. The rebound eventually falls the way of Opunake. Out of bounds, and that'll be Opunake ball. Now looks in down over the top to Hinade. Aggressive turn around the corner from Cornell.
Oh, well done, Abad. Got a hand. Still alive for Opunake.
Shot clock violation.
Gee, that's good defence, isn't it, from Tiatia?
Shot clock noise can't be too loud in this gym because there's two games going on at the same time, so the referees have to keep their eye on it. Junior Dion calling for a screen, going the other way. Finds Manaki Kamawana for three. Off the front of the iron. Thornton with the offensive board. Finds Kamawana, who's fouled by Hinade.
Oh, what a great little pass in.
Smart baseline cut following his own shot for Kamawana. A chance from the line to shoot two.
Final minute of the first half. 45-29.
Don't think that touched any Tiatia hands, it didn't. So
That bounce, it just went too high.
getting the ball back. Well, Stojkovic's impressive team. Kamawana driving defense though from a combination of Cameron Quinnell and Jackson Hinade. It's Quinnell who trundles his way up the court and gets it to go. I'm a big fan of the big man bringing the ball up, and that's why. Three seconds on the clock. Thornton's going to put up the three from the wing. He can't get it to go, and that'll do us for the first half of basketball.
Well, great last-minute effort and pretty good performance too from Tiatia College all round. At the break, they lead Opunake 45-31.
Hopes and Schools is a national initiative that sees us, Basketball New Zealand, partner with the local association and a local funder to install more fit-for-purpose hoops across New Zealand. So a lack of suitable facilities is still one of our biggest challenges as participation continues to rise. So what the Hopes and Schools initiative is doing is it's providing more long-term sustainable opportunities for the tamariki and local communities to stay involved and keep participating in basketball.
I've been involved with this program since its inception really. The first launch that we did up in South Auckland a couple of years ago was really successful, and we've seen the numbers of kids playing basketball up there really explode, and now they've got somewhere to play, and it's awesome to bring it down to Tauranga now and to get some hoops down there and give the kids facilities that they need to go out and play and get better.
Schools obviously get a budget like everyone does, and we have things that we have to prioritise, but like anything, things are tight. So to be able to, with you guys, to provide these basketball hoops for our tamariki is absolutely gold.
These hoops are awesome for us. Last year or previous years we've only had hoops that are at a certain height. These ones that have been installed over summer, they can adjust, so we can get different levels.
Growing up, it was difficult to find places to play, and I think we've seen recently, as basketball's become more popular, that there's been more facilities pop up, but there's still not enough. You know, it's hard to keep up with the growing demand and explosion in the numbers of kids and adults alike playing basketball, and to have more and more facilities like this is really important.
Here in Opunake, we have students from a range of different backgrounds, and to get brand new, wonderful basketball hoops like this is a huge thing for our community, because they wouldn't always have the opportunity to play on such amazing hoops.
Basketball is definitely a growing sport and well loved by our tamariki here at Gresham Village School. Having an asset like these hoops just brings so much to not only our school but to our community.
Just to be a bit of a hub for people to connect with, to come down and play with your friends. It's, not every kid that comes down here is going to go on to play professional basketball or be a tall black, but it's a chance for them to catch up with their friends and have fun and be active and lead a healthy lifestyle, and to have basketball as an avenue for that and provide a meeting point and a middle point, I guess, for these people to come together, I think is something that's really, really special.
Well, it's really fun. These hoops are really good. I like shooting. More people can come in and practice and also just have fun trying to play the sport.
Half-time here at the Silver Fern Farms Event Centre at Tiatia. 45-31 it is at the break. But I tell you what, that was a good quarter from Opunake, because they won that quarter 21-17. I guess it just shows too, to a degree, how dominant Tiatia was in that first 10-minute spell, 28-10. They took that first period of play because they are powerful players.
To that man. Number 14 there. What a first half of basketball he's had, Junior DeYoung.
The all-important score bench. And here's Opunake, Aaron Langton, the coach. Chiming in over the shoulders of his players.
Good to see smiles on the bench, always at this level of basketball. Representing their schools and having some fun. And
a big smile from the coach. Former #1 golfer in Taranaki, Aaron Langton, he was telling me. Still now with a 1 handicap.
Oh, stop it. Well, my handicap is 25 times higher than his.
Well, I think I would just be severely handicapped on a golf course. One day I'll play.
It's going to be Josh Conroy who gets us underway for the second half of basketball, and they'll look to find young Harlan Roden. He can't. Instead, he finds Christian Abad for the other team. What a start it is to the third quarter for Opunake.
Oh, that went badly wrong for Tiatia.
And again.
And again.
Christian Abad with the steal.
As I mentioned earlier, he'll be one of the youngest players on the court.
Kept in by Cameron Quinnell, and there's his brother Scott trying to get another three-pointer. He can't.
Well, Abad even thinking about going in.
Harden-esque step back. Can't get the three-pointer to drop, and away as they come. Tiatia from the Naka Moana. Ethan Bunning back into the game. That's exactly who they look for. DeYoung for three. Back line, big rebound under duress from Scott Quinnell, and he earns the foul.
Gosh, you could see him really prep for that rebound, couldn't you?
Those are the worst, when you have to, all you can do is jump straight up in the air and you know your opponents are coming in with momentum. You just kind of jump and wait to get clattered.
Oh, he did a great job. So good start to this third quarter. Opunake.
The Bad Brothers have been tenacious defensively. Just what a spark to this game for Opunake. It's a good steal though, this time from Manaki Kilmoana. Pushing foul is called.
Yeah, I think he couldn't help himself there, really. I think he almost sort of lost control and fell. Pero Brophy. That's what my fouls are. I just thought I've lost control of myself.
That's the Mekabukona foul. Be playing so hard that you stumble and just knock someone over. Always in control, seemingly. Foul called, and Ethan Bunning will go the line. Bill just wants to watch that man on your screen, or both those young men on your screen. Ethan Bunning on the left, Junior DeYoung.
Tiatia's first point of the quarter. There's the second.
Steps back, shoots over Bunning, and nails a three-pointer. It's one way of dealing with a big athletic defensive threat. Bring him right out to the perimeter. Shoot over him. DeYoung tries to fire that with a three of his own on the back line, but offensive board. There's DeYoung. Good strip from Quinnell, who's going to come away with this one.
Oh, he does it again. Cameron Quinnell.
Stays upright. Good defense, but better offense.
Gosh, they're well drilled. I was thinking, you know, it doesn't really matter which way they're looking. They're always ready for that ball, aren't they? They know it's going to come.
Coming out, shapes the shoot. Instead just the ball on the floor. Two-pointer from Pero Brophy.
On their way to this game, Aroha. They got past Tiatia, Manukura and Karikari College. So no one has got the better of them yet at this tournament.
Court for Komoana. Gets it back from him. Around the Bunning screen. Skips under the hoop. Quinnell did well, but just couldn't keep possession. Sinclair back into the game for Opunake. DeYoung in good position. But a good strip from Christian Abad and his brother Glenn. The Abad brothers going to work in tandem.
And they're effective.
foul call, despite the protestations of coach Ed Wellington. Junior Dion. Who's 3, can't get to go.
Nice rebound from Sinclair.
Way off, and only come. The shot about. Platoon swap for Opunake. Three players moving on. Stephen Bunning takes a seat for Aroha. Scott Cornell, 3 feet behind the three-point line. He can't get it to go. Manaki Komawana brings it the other way. He's got Junior DeYoung on his left.
Oh,
Tries the over-the-shoulder pass, and it doesn't make it.
look good.
I don't mind seeing it. I don't mind seeing it, even though it doesn't come off. I'm sure his coach would rather he played the high percentage pass. Opunake swing it around, and Panade finds the entry pass to Sinclair. That's Cameron Feek. His two-pointer doesn't drop. Roden puts on the afterburners. Somehow manages to avoid the baseline and travels whilst doing so.
Gosh, yes, but just needs virtually no room at all, though, does he?
I'd travel if I was that fast, because I wouldn't be able to keep up with my own feet, I think. Timeout called as the two coaches will talk it over with their teams. 49-36. Opunake just being kept at arm's reach.
Yes, they managed to keep this sort of, 13, 14-point buffer at all times. Tiatia. Sometimes get a little bit closer, but it's a little bit like a rubber band. Then it swings back again. On their way to this game, Opunake, well, they, I think, had 3 losses. In fact, no, they didn't. They lost to Waihi first. Just 2 points in it, though. 60... No, not just 2 points. I can't add. 60-78, much bigger loss. They beat Karikari College 102-91, so broke the ton. And then last night went down to Tiatia Wharikura 56-92. So that was a pretty big loss as well for Opunake.
Well, to be 13 points down midway through the third quarter against the presumptive favourites and hosts, an unbeaten team, is...
Presumptive favourites, that's a great phrase. I've only heard of that sort of in election times, or the presumptive...
Well, it's all kicking off at election time, isn't it? Here and away, with the news coming through that Donald Trump's just tested positive for coronavirus.
That's right.
He's spicing up the day. Henare for 3 from the wing, just off the front line. So bounce out of bounds.
So 49-36 Tiatia. Of course, Tiatia with the ball in control. Southland colours. Oh, well done, Roden. Regathered possession for his side. In fact, if you looked at just the colours, you'd be thinking it was a Southland-Otago clash.
Absolutely would, which I'm delighted to say we're going to see again in men's professional basketball. Now the Otago Nuggets are back, and the Southland Sharks will be rejoining after taking 2020 off. Great rivalries in New Zealand sport.
Yeah, it's good to see, isn't it? And if we can keep getting those, those provincial areas that were once so great, get them great again. That sounds like Trumpism, doesn't it?
Well, 10 teams back in the men's NBL next year, which is fantastic. With the Huskies and the Bulls and the Nuggets all returning. And the Hawks, Sharks and Saints coming back, who missed out in 2020 due to various COVID-related reasons. Budding is fouled well by CJ Abad. Sending the big man to the line. Has to earn his points. Not just going to give them to him for free.
You just see the power in these young men, don't you, though? And it's just amazing.
Those calf muscles of Ethan Bunning, who you can see in the centre of your screen now at the free throw line, they are truly a sight to behold.
Significant spring.
This is his first free throw, so it was a good foul from CJ Abad. And this is the second. Who's going to come away with the ball? Opunake will. This is CJ's brother, Glenn Abad. Cameron Quinnell for three from the top. Can't get it to go. There's Harlan Roden. The young Corsair screen. Uses it as a decoy. Komoana with the teardrop floater. Can't get it to go. And away come Opunake. Slight miscommunication. Roden who comes away with the ball and the bucket. He's so quick.
Yeah, that drew a fair round of applause from the crowd. Oh, and he's just about to do it again. Oh, Abad this time though.
Oh,
no,
get him.
He does get it.
Komoana and the Young combining for 2 points. So that one belongs to young Harlan Roden.
Oh, suddenly Tiatia have put on the afterburners.
Foul called on Roden. Checks into the game for Manaki Komoana.
The noise you can hear from the background is in the other game. Manakura versus Tiatia. Certainly creating lots of atmosphere here at the event centre in Tiatia.
Ethan Bunning did really well to keep that ball in. They could get up over halfway though. So the 8-second violation kicks in, and they do just that. DeYoung, can he keep control of the ball? It's falling over downhill, that one. Here's CJ Abad going the other way. Got to sneak under the tall timber, and he does just that, finishing off the glass.
Well, you've got to think he's a kid to watch. Year 10. He has done some remarkable things this afternoon.
Going up against a current member of the New Zealand under-15 squad as well. He's certainly held his head high, going up against Harlan Roden. Here's Henare, stepping into a three-point. A little bit too much on that, but is a wide open offensive rebound. And they reset through Henare. Cameron Quinnell short on the long three-point attempt with the shot clock expiring.
So suddenly, 53-38. Under 2 minutes remaining in this third quarter. Here comes Roden again.
To Bunning, what a dangerous pairing that is.
And they just know, don't they? And I guess that's the peripheral vision and all that sort of thing. Brilliant.
Jackson Thornton finds Komoana, skips down the lane, throws it up high off the glass. That's a pretty finish from Manaki Komoana. Liam Kidd's three doesn't go. Falls into the outstretched arms of Komoana. skips through the lane and again gets it to drop. He's turning it on in the third quarter. That's a bad ball on a string.
Well, I think he's thinking, I'll show you, I've got some skills of my own.
Kid fouled, and the bucket. He'll go to the line for one more.
Double pump, he's pleased. Junior DeYoung comes back into the game.
Certainly it's a strong outfit that Stojkovic has put together here in Aroha.
Kid adds the extra. 57-40.
Komoana drops it off to Bunning. Just can't get this little floater to go. Errant pass there. Brophy found himself in a bit of trouble. It's DeYoung driving, losing control of the ball. Roden tries to get it up as the buzzer expires. That'll do us 3 quarters of action.
Well, action and plenty of it, and it is still Tiatia in front of Opunake. They lead at the break, 57-41, 1 quarter to come.
Tukaha.
It means stand strong. To the great challenges we face. To stand strong with our brothers and sisters.
With our families and our communities.
With our supporters.
With those who lift us up to take on the world.
It's the name of our haka.
Tāringa whakarongo ki Aomori.
Stand strong.
Stand with us.
Tukaha, New Zealand.
Well, just 1 quarter remaining in this game between Tiatia College, there they are in the maroon, and Opunake High School. Healthy lead for Tiatia, 57-41. But Opunake have not been disgraced, have they?
Certainly not, absolutely not. Going up against a stronger team that's more, I guess what's the word I'm looking for, Jenny, they've been around. This is a team that's stuck together for the last couple of years. A couple of New Zealand representatives in there. Settled team.
It's settled and it's moulded, and they've got a few big names in there.
We saw the advert there for the Shik Cup 3x3, which is coming up in November. It's going to be a fantastic festival of basketball in the deep south from ILT Stadium Southland in Invercargill. And some wonderful names being announced by the teams. Feature of Tall Blacks and Tall Ferns and New Zealand NBL talent, both the men's and women's competition. And I hear perhaps the return of Alex Pleasure to New Zealand basketball, which would be great to see if the rumours are true.
Well, I think just the sheer fun aspect of 3x3, the boom boom music's going, it's fast paced.
Yeah, that was a great entry pass, just perhaps unexpected by Ben Sinclair, and it would have been a nice start to the quarter for Opunake.
I tell you what, looking at the breakdown of the scores in this game, that first quarter, 28-10 to Tiatia, is really what has set them up. Second quarter, Opunake scored more. That last quarter was just 12-10 to Tiatia. So, if they hadn't got perhaps so far behind in that first 10-minute period, who knows what would have happened.
And that last quarter felt like 12-10 to that young man there, Manaki Komoana, who's started the scoring off in the fourth as well. Oh, there's a big block from Ethan Bunning showing his athleticism. Sinclair shooting as the shot clock expires just after the buzzer though.
Kid looks a bit ginger on that ankle. Number 11 for Opunake, sort of runs it off.
It's Komawana. Two-man basketball with Ethan Bunning. A good hand though, there from Kidd. Here's Thornton, not afraid to shoot a three-pointer. He does just that. Going to get the friendly bounce, not this time. Scott Cornell comes away with the rebound, and that's an accidental knock on the head from Bunning.
You never know where that ball's going to go, do you, when it goes high off the back of the rim. Sometimes it comes straight back down, straight through. Not that time.
Scott Cornell for Opunake. It's a deep three-pointer from Caleb Feek. Good rebound from Liam Kidd.
Yeah, up and over the top of Manakura.
Cornell has to get it up. 2 on the shot clock. Abad does. Off the glass. Whose ball is that? Tiata's ball. Here's Thornton in the open court. Reverse. Did a Boucher-esque layup, and down it goes. And there's Alex Stojkovic. Happy with what he's seen. Although in his own words, he's always a pessimist. Most coaches are, I think. Sinclair for 3 from the corner, that's short. Rebounded by DeYoung, and away they come.
There's the fast break.
Josh Conroy with an easy 2 points. Opunake in danger of letting Tiatia run away with this purely through fast breaks right now as Sinclair shoots a 3 from the wing. Down it goes. 3 points for Opunake, courtesy of Ben Sinclair. Opunake, Komawana finds Conroy. He's fouled by Sinclair.
Well, both these teams have got one more pool game coming. That's tomorrow morning. Tiatia plays Waihi College. Opunake has Manukura. I don't think there's any easy games in this tournament.
As it should be. Yes, for the de facto replacement for the Nationals. Well played there. Glenn Abad takes the contact off the Young. Finishes off the glass.
These are bad boys, have been good.
Not bad at all. They have been. They've brought a spark to this Opunake team. Staunton turns the corner, buries his head. Kamawana's in there. Surrounded by Opunake players. And Henare comes away with it, but only as far as DeYoung. He puts it up, can't get it to go. Rebound. Cameron Cornell.
Just bit too clever. Gosh, that was amazing looking down here before. Komawana had 3 Opunake players on his back, still managed to get up. May not have gone in, but the endeavour is incredible.
Here he is, Manaki Komawana has led the way, along with this man Ethan Bunning. And Junior DeYoung, and there's Josh Conroy, who's had a good game himself. So many weapons on this Tiatia team. Pedro Brophy for 3. Can't get it to go. Rebound DeYoung. Finds Komawana, just keeps it in. DeYoung catch and shoot for 3, and he drains it. About time, he says to himself. With DeYoung ahead of him, he finds Cameron Cornell, who shoots another 3 from the top. Rebounds Komawana. Always runs with purpose, this time finding Conroy for another bucket.
Yeah, just the skill of that bounce pass too, you know. It was the right angle, the right power, if you like. Bounce up beautifully.
danger of running away with it, Tiatia. Turning on the Jets in this fourth quarter as we approach the midway point. Stretch the lead out, 26. There's 2 points back, courtesy of Cameron Quinnell. Carolina, it's the ball on the floor. The defense from Hanade. It's going to be Opunake ball. Backing down his opponent, gets his own rebound, puts it up, and he gets it to go.
That's real strength from Cameron Quinnell.
Jazz Brehana into the game, setting the screen for DeYoung's long three-pointer. As Brophy comes away with the rebound. Finds Abad. It's Glenn Abad. Drops it into Jari Summerfield, but they come away with it through DeYoung. Good defense, Summerfield with the block, but a foul's been called before the shot, so the shot won't count.
Very clear reffing here.
DeYoung will go to the line. I've been very impressed with the referees we've seen today.
This bloke earlier doing a great spin on the ball.
Pogai.
Spinning ball on his finger. Showing off his skills. Not this time, though.
DeYoung makes his first from the line. Two for two from the charity stripe for Junior DeYoung, who has had himself a game of basketball today, that's for sure.
We've got another one coming up too, not long once this is finished. It's from the girls' side of the draw, Tararua College, who we saw earlier. They will be playing Mercury Bay Area School.
Out of Whitianga, another beautiful part of the country.
Scott Quinnell back on court.
There's DeYoung. And now they're trying to stay in front of him. And there's another block. Jari Summerfield, who, when he's been on the court, showing some good glimpses of promise. And now they thought about shooting.
He's another one of the, sorry, Hugh, he's another one of the young ones. Jari Summerfield, just a year 10.
Scott Quinnell with a determined drive and finish, and he'll go the line for one more. So Nataoa Perinimaika into the action for Tiaroha. Quinnell converts his three-point play. 74-52.
Oh, he's done it again, Abad. Gee, he's making life awkward.
Certainly is, but Tiaroha somehow bumbling up the court. Wasn't pretty, but effective. Roden for three. Can't let it to go. Opunake control possession. Here is Summerfield. Skipping through some Tiaroha players, but just can't finish. No shortage of energy, even as we have under 2.5 minutes to go in this one from both teams. That one just bounced off teammate Shu, and Henare comes away with it. Finds Quinnell, who at the last minute decides to pass it inside to Summerfield, who blows the layup.
I think he was going to shoot and then suddenly thought, oh yeah, Summerfield's there.
Roden driving, fouled by Abad.
Yeah, couldn't resist it, I don't think.
They've had a good battle all game, have those two, CJ Abad and Harlan Roden.
Just about in the final 2 minutes of the game, 74-53. So they have turned on the gas, Tiatia.
Spencer's free throws. And with under 2 minutes to go, here come Opunake. Jason Halliday's foot on the line. Roden driving, getting his own rebound. And that'll be Opunake ball. Fouled. So he tried to drive his way into the key. Just under a minute 30 to go. 14 on the shot clock. 75-53 it is to Tiatia College, who look good for their win.
And to 53-37 it is on the other court to Tiatia Wharikura. And I think the importance of that over Manukura is that it will mean that if other results go the way they should, it will be a final between Tiatia and Tiatia. A few other results have to go down before that, but that's certainly the way it's looking.
Hinnerate, a funky looking shot as he thought he was fouled.
Oh, he does well to stay in court.
It's young Lewis Elgar into the game for the first time. The sideline theatrics, keep the ball in. Shots off. Here is Elgar, he'll catch and shoot for three. Rebound by Abad, CJ Abad. Oh, he's had a huge dunk thrown down on the other court. You might have heard the noise as Scott Cornell shoots a three. Back on this one, I think the backboard is still shaking over there. And there's Scott Cornell working hard.
To be if you smashed the backboard, the basket didn't count or something like that, didn't it?
You know, I've never had that trouble.
No, well, neither have I personally.
That's one to Ash, someone like Shaquille O'Neal. Cornell misses his second.
Oh, stolen back.
Hasn't stopped working for his school, and Scott Cornell. And there he is, still working and getting his reward and a trip to the line. He's been non-stop. That young man in the number 10 jersey.
I think he'll get an extra bottle of LMP tonight from his coach. He's been a terrific player.
Disappointed to turn on the tap in the motel room in Paeroa and discovered that only water came out, not LMP. I have been lied to at some point in my life. Harlan Roden just keeping an eye on the clock as 5 seconds rolls down, and it'll be a 75-56 win for Tiatia College. A deserved one against an Opunake High School team who certainly did not disgrace themselves against stronger opposition. A young team in the blue and gold.
Well, that's exactly right. And they get a big cheer here from the home crowd, does Tiatia College. They certainly were the favourites going in, but, you know, it's not always that easy to be the favourites. You still have to deliver. Aaron Langton probably saying, well, look, you know, we always knew we were going to be in for a tough game, but we did all right. And Alex Stojkovic, he'll be pretty pleased with his boys. He certainly too. I'm sure under no illusion about what lies ahead for these players. A big day tomorrow, playoffs day tomorrow, finals day tomorrow. And as I mentioned earlier, Opunake High School, they will be playing Manukura, so that will be another toughie. And Tiatia College up against Waihi. You'd have to think they might not have too much trouble there. But when it comes to the final, that will always be a tough. There's Aaron Langton. He'll be well pleased with his players. The two coaches shake hands. But gee, it just goes to show what incredible talent we have here and on display here in Tiatia. And one of them who has really been impressive today, Junior De Young, he's with Hugh.
Thanks, Jenny. Yes, here with Junior De Young, and a good win, solid win, and the wins continue throughout this tournament. You guys look like you're enjoying yourself out here.
Yeah, it's been pretty good. Before, I just like to say a quick thank you for Basketball New Zealand and Tiatia Basketball for organising it. I mean, for the win, you know, that's awesome. We're looking forward for tomorrow's games as well, and we just keep the energy up.
It's been a good year for you as 2020 goes anyway.
Yeah,
you know, named to higher honours, wearing the black singlet as well, and keep out here representing your school. Yeah. What a turnaround it's been for Tiatia Basketball with Coach Alex Stojkovic, and you guys look like you're just going from strength to strength.
Yes, Coach Alex has made an awesome program here in Tiatia. I mean, without him and all the supporters there, I probably wouldn't be here talking to you right now. So I'd like to say thanks, Coach Alex, and all the boys as well. It's good.
Booked your ticket to the final. Yet to know who you're going to play, but you'd love to win it in front of the home fans, wouldn't you? Given that there is no nationals that we would hope there would be, and this has come out of nowhere.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I mean, the game over there, Manukura and Tiatia, whoever wins, we'll be playing them tomorrow. I will bet both teams, but you don't know what could happen tomorrow. So we get ready for tomorrow and wish for the best for both teams.
Best of luck. Well played, Junior.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Gosh, you know, there's so much to be impressed about these players here. You know, obviously you can see their skills on the court, but they are so articulate, so many of them. You know, it used to be back in the day that they might be great players, but they perhaps weren't great speakers. But so many of our young players these days really are the full package. So a very good win there for Tiatia College. They remain unbeaten, too strong for Opunake, 75-56. But don't go too far away, because coming up for you, we have very shortly from the women's draw, we have Mercury Bay Area College up against Tararua.